everyone, happy Sunday. Thanks for tuning in for a new video. Today I am doing a disrupted open cup pour. This is one of the classes I'll be teaching at the Fluidart Experience in April 16th to the 19th. If you haven't booked your classes, head on over to the website now to book. I really like this particular style of painting because I like to be able to pour the paints into the cups and watch them just flow out from under the cup. It really creates this really cool effect. But then I like to be able to disrupt it. I like to change up what's happening on the canvas, create some lines, keeping some negative space. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's get down on the canvas and get started. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. So I've got a 20 by 24 deep edge gallery wrap canvas. Also, I don't know if you buy your canvases where you buy them from, but Michael's has a buy one, get two for free. So I got 6 canvases yesterday for $100. So highly recommend going to get you some. Make sure you put them level on the floor and make sure they don't rock back and forth, because sometimes these Artist Loft level 3 canvases are a little warped. All right, open cup pour today. We're going to disrupt it. I've already painted my sides and edges. This here is my Artist Loft in purple. Love this color. All right, we're going for some suicide murder colors. I've got Bordeaux Red from Arteza. I've got some gold from Soho. I've got some metallic blue from Artist Loft. This here is that Artist Loft purple that I'm using for my base coat, and I added some white to it. This is some leftover titanium white. And then I have a little bit of leftover Carmine Red from Amsterdam. All my paints are mixed with American Floetrol and paint themselves and a little bit of water to thin them down. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna flood the canvas here, and I'll do what I always do. I like to pour a little along the edge because my corners love to not get covered in a pour. Now the idea is I'm going to put the cup here and I'm going to hopefully have it travel this way. Depending on which direction it travels, I'll rotate the canvas. Because what I want to do is create a big old puddle here, and then we're going to kind of go up through the middle, come around to the right, come to the left, and go off to the side of my canvas here. All right, so let's put out some of the base coat here right in the center. This gives us something to pour into. We're going to place our cup right there. Now the idea for the open cup pour is you pour your paints up high, and the paint color you're pouring into the base coat will sink below the base coat. And then as you keep pouring colors into the cup, it's pushing the paints out. And so those paints surface back up through the base coat. That's where your cells come from. There are no silicone in these paints, and there is no cell activator in them either. It's just, like I said, paint and American Floetrol. That is it, and water. All right, so I'm gonna start with my, my Bordeaux Red. Pour up high. You get a lot of that in there. Next is gonna be my gold. And my blue, my metallic blue. Just a little bit of this lighter purple. Gonna bring in some white. We're gonna come back in with this Carmine Red. Look at those paints just oozing out of there. See all those cells coming up? This is coming the exact way I want it to. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to put more paint out, one more run of the colors. Burgundy red. Got that gold. Got the blue. Touch of that purple. And the red. I'm going to give this a quick torch. Okay, now I'm gonna do something a little different this time. I'm gonna tilt with the cup still on. I'm gonna go back, forth, and then disrupt. So all I'm gonna do is just slowly pick this up, and I'm gonna head for the corner. Wow, look at that. I'm gonna hold up there. Bring it back down a little bit. Letting this paint push the cup. I'm letting it move slowly so everything doesn't get too distorted, even though I'm going to still wreck. I am going to just drag through here. What I've done by dragging, I've unearthed the base coat. So I'm gonna have some of the base coat purple in between here with the colors. It's gonna be really, really cool once this stretches out. All right. Just kind of move stuff around here. we get to open this up a little bit. We're going to push it down towards the corner here. Take this off down here. Leave it right here. So what I go for when I'm looking at this is, do I have each color represented? Did each color, is it showing in the canvas, or did it get lost? And I don't see any colors that got lost. I see my deep burgundy red. I've got the gold. I've got that metallic blue. I've got the lighter purple, the white, and the Carmine red. So it really gets really bold from here. It kind of zooms up to this corner and fades out. Really nice. I keep some cells, so the stretching out of the canvas creates those cells, but then they stretches them out. I like to I like to tilt slowly, so it kind of keeps the cells. So when I get you down here, you'll be able to see the lacing that happens with some of these, but you don't end up with just giant cells. You end up small cells. Really, really cool. So the only thing I'm gonna need to do now is just touch up my sides and edges, and then I'll bring you guys down. Okay, here we are with the wet result. So I like this deep purple base coat. It's gonna dry dark. But what I like about, from what I see here, is it starts here, very bright, bold colors. And then as we travel up the composition, we start to see the colors kind of blend and fade out till you get up here to the corner, to the end there. Look at these cute little gold cells. Pop it in here. You see that base coat yellow in between there. That kind of got unearthed when I was doing the slide with the cup. Got my negative space on my corners. Yeah, really cool. All right, I don't know if this will be dry by Sunday. We'll see. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. So it is still drying. It's not dry enough for me to do a quick hold up and down because my temperature in my studio is not very warm. I got a $700 electric bill. Yeah. We've gotten a lot of snow. It has been really, really cold. And honestly, I think things are just more expensive because we have not touched the thermostats. So I gotta check it what's going on with the electric company, because that is crazy. I should not have a $700 electric bill. Something's not right. So anyways, once this dries, I will put it in the next video. Sorry about that. And let's see here. Oh yeah, don't forget, go over to the Fluidart experience if you want to learn with me to do this particular painting. I'm very excited to teach you guys. Everyone have a great rest of the weekend. Stay warm. Talk to you soon.